David Dranoff thought he could trust his friend to ship him a box of valuable Southwestern collectibles, but the package never showed up, and David believes the defendant kept the goodies for herself, so he's suing her for $1,000. Emma Branson claims she let the plaintiff stay with her for free and even drove him around buying antiques. The defendant claims she sent the package and is shocked her friend is pointing fingers at her for its failure to arrive.
You've known her for a long time. How did you guys meet?
We met when we were in school, and we went to an art school in Philadelphia. We were in the sculpture department there, and we had really similar interests. Our work kind of overlapped, and then outside of school, we saw each other at parties and stuff, and we became fast friends. I went to visit her in Arizona because I was in between a few living situations, and it was $100 round trip flight. And I was in a place that I'd never been to before, and there were a lot of things that I saw out there that I really liked.
What kind of things?
Different things that we don't see a lot out here, like really special leather jackets and just a lot of cool stuff that I've never seen out in Pennsylvania or New York. And
that he was lucky to see because of me, because a lot of the places that I took him to were super special and the locals don't even know about it. So, I mean, I feel like I'm out of finder's fee.
So you saw these items. Did you see these items because you wanted to buy them for yourself?
I mean, I've been a collector for years, just collecting a lot of different things. And when I was in Arizona, I saw a lot of stuff that I just maybe seen pictures of on the internet or in books.
Mooched off of me, stayed with me for free, and now is trying to sue me for $1,000.
And why are you suing her for $1,000?
I was excited when I was there, and I bought a lot of stuff, and I filled up my bag, I filled up my backpack, I filled up my tote bag.
With stuff that you bought?
Right, with stuff that I bought that I was planning on selling some of it, I was planning on giving some of it to...
In other words, you were going to bring it back to New York where you would resell it because you thought...
And make hand over fist, so he has surely made the $1,000 back that he's suing me from.
So what did you ask her to do?
So just show me a good time. I mean, she'd been living there for a few years. And
well, you're not suing her because she didn't show you a good time.
I'm suing her because I had some overspill.
His eyes were too big for his luggage, is what he's trying to say.
And
so he's trying to burden me and treat me like a storage unit and a moving company.
So
you don't look like either.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Appreciate it.
I was trying to ship a small package back. It was a small package, maybe this big, and I gave her about $80 to ship it just to make sure.
What did you say to her?
What did I say to her? I said, Emma.
When you handed her the $80, cash or check?
In a cash. I said, Emma, can you please just send this back? I don't have enough room on here. Instead of paying all this extra money to get another bag and then to check it in on the airport, like I'll give you this money if you can get me my insurance and a tracking number.
Never said anything about insurance or a tracking number, ever. And didn't give me enough money to do that either. And he says that this is a small package. It was not a small package. It was pretty big. And it actually costed more than $80 to just ship it without the tracking. $100. And that was without tracking or insurance.
It cost $100 to ship it, and I give her $80, and she doesn't just take a $20 bill out of her pocket or anything like that.
So it's like you owe me $20.
You should just
basically, and I should be suing you.
Did you send it?
Of course I did.
So
why wouldn't I?
Did you get insurance?
No. Well, he didn't give me enough money for insurance.
Okay. And it cost $100?
It costed $100 to send.
Okay, so you did spend $20 of your own money.
Of my own money.
Okay.
Looking out for him, trying to be a good friend. Trying to be a good friend, and I get sued.
She doesn't have the receipt. She doesn't have a tracking number. Have you ever been to the post office? I mean, they give it to you. It's this long. It's got the information on there. At least take a picture of it.
He even went as far as to accuse me of stealing the stuff and selling it on my own.
You don't really believe she stole it.
I was asking her to go to the post office one day and then just and then take the money that I gave her to
How do you know it wasn't even delivered and someone stole it off of your porch in Brooklyn?
What I'm hearing from you guys is you've known each other 10 years.
Right.
Okay? And a pretty good relationship, particularly if you would be calling her in to say, I'm coming out to Arizona.
Right.
She says you can stay over. So she didn't steal it.
Thank you.
It was some good stuff. I mean, Emma's picking stuff out of the trash and painting it, and then she's flipping it.
Okay, I'm believing you that you didn't get the package.
Right.
But that's a different thing than saying that she stole it.
You're
There's no evidence she stole it.
Okay, Judge.
Okay.
He's just trying to knock my hustle. He's jealous. It's fine. I've been doing what he's doing longer than him, and I don't have to rely on other people, to get my product in the door.
Usually when you go to mail something like that, they will ask you, do you want to insure it?
Right.
And usually if you insure something that it's worth, let's say, $1,000, you probably only pay another $10 to $20 for it, if that much. When they ask you, do you want to insure it, you said no?
No, I said no.
Okay, so they did ask you and you said no.
I didn't have enough. I was already digging in my pocket for 20 bucks. What am I gonna do, dig in for another 50? I don't know how much it was gonna come to.
You're saying you never got the package?
No.
You never got the package?
I don't know what that has to do with me. Once I give it to the postman, it's out of my hands. He asked me to mail it, nothing more, nothing less. He shouldn't be surprised. This was a possibility. It's always a possibility.
It's always a possibility, but isn't there, I mean, it's so easy to just take a picture of the receipt.
It's also easy to pack your stuff and bring enough luggage.
Okay. You're asking her to do you a favor. Here's $80.
Right.
After staying with me for...
Hang on, man.
Yeah, and she makes a good point. You had stayed with her.
It's not like I was
I'm just wondering if she's been a friend for 10 years, and it would have been better if she would have paid the extra $5 or $10 for the insurance. It would have been better, but she didn't do that. Now, you could have, for $100, bought a bag to put the stuff in and check it in at the airport. How much were the things in the package?
About $1,000 worth of stuff. And then, I mean, you buy stuff for $1,000, you don't sell it for $1,000.
I understand.
I was planning on making a little bit of an investment and kind of expanding my business there.
I just can't get over the fact that he's accusing me of stealing this.
Are those the materials that you were sending?
So these are some things that she sent back for me, or she said that she sent back for me.
Okay, I have no reason to believe she didn't at this point.
So, I mean, all of this stuff, I go to flea markets in Pennsylvania and New York all of the time.
I understand that business, I really do.
Right.
But here's the point.
Right.
You are grown up. You made the decision. You could have gone to the post office and sent it.
Maybe
so you made a decision, and I understand it. People make it.
Greed.
Hey, could you take care of
That's
this?
why he was greedy.
Did you give her anything for staying at her house? How long you stayed
exactly.
there?
Absolutely.
Nothing.
How long did you stay there?
I
How long did you stay there?
was there for about 10 days.
She let you stay for 10 days.
Yeah.
All inclusive.
And you wanted her to go and mail something for you, and now you're suing her for $1,000. That's
kind
just
of
not a
friend is
nice
that?
thing to do. How are you going to be friends with her if you just sued her?
Yeah.
You asked someone to take care of something, they didn't take care of it the way you wanted to, and as a result, you're out of those items.
Right.
She didn't do exactly what you wanted, but she wasn't required to.
Right.
I'm going to dismiss the case.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.